Welcome to a partly cloudy end of day in Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we are starting looking out over my base from the hangar deck of the Janus. In this part, what I want to do is go down and finish off the abandoned workshop down here. But first, I've got a few things to talk about. First one is a big thank you for your comments and feedback on the crashed vessel. I've been and had a go at some of your suggestions, and somebody suggested using the debug interface, and I took a look at the CV. It is no faction, so in theory I should be able to core it. I've also gone all the way through it looking for a core. I just can't find a core anywhere, and the fact that I can remove plates, as somebody put in the comments, says that it isn't cored, but for some reason I can't even place the core. And probably the best way to describe it is if I put a core on there. On this ship, you can see I get a red box that basically says I can't place a core because this has already got a core. Now, if I do that on that crashed ship, I don't even get the red box. All I get is the green upright. So as somebody suggested, is that crashed vessel hasn't been set up properly. So it's not technically a base, or it's bugged out. So what I'm going to have to do is probably just go there and strip out the best of what I can from those thrusters. Now that leads me into a little bit of a discussion on the way forward, because I've been trying to think about the best way forward, and I came down to two options. One is that we just keep scavenging and trying to get enough resources to get the Janus up and flying. Now, from a supply point of view, if I go to I think it's all in here actually now. I've got 9 medium thrusters. Somebody has actually posted that they were able to fly this with 12. But I'm not sure that we'll be able to fly the Janus with 2 SVs on board with 12 medium thrusters, but we're going to give it a go. And the best thing I can think of is that if I can get the Janus off the ground with a warp drive, we can start working our way around these planets and doing the upgrades. Now, the problem I've got is that I'm very short on cobalt, and what I did off camera was I literally went on a scavenger hunt, and I've managed to get 305 cobalt ingots and 49 pentaxid. And the way I did that was quite literally looking for all these radioactive areas like this and flying across and just literally scavenging what I can in the way of cobalt. Now, the other option would be to take a chance with the auger, because the auger's my kind of third ship at the moment, even though it can't defend itself. I've only got a couple of light Gatling guns on the front. I've also upgraded it, so I was able to put the mechanical drill back on, and what I've also done is put the med station on the back as well, but it's a bit exposed, so we can't really fight. The only thing I can think of is risk taking this to one of the moons and see if we can whether we can get cobalt from there. Because if I show you in here in the advanced constructor, what we're going to need to do is make a pentaxid tank for the CV, which needs flux cores and also the jump drive. So that's got to be effectively the pure focus, is just getting this Janus up, make it warp capable, and just get off this planet, because I think this planet is starting to irritate me a little bit. One thing I will do is I've made the cockpit, so I want to go and shove that on as well. Now, the other thing that's occurred to me is that this small generator here isn't going to be enough power to be able to fly the ship. Sorry, yeah, brain faded a little bit there. And so we are now there. So all we haven't got is thrusters. But this, as I say, this small generator, I think this is okay for a very simple base, but I think that is about your lot, actually, I think. And I think if we come here, the other thing I've also done is I've done a little bit of trading off camera, and we've got I've now got 3 mushroom plants. Now I know there's another crash ship that can give me some more grow plots here, so that is another option. So we can get food capable. There's just so many different things. So that has got to be our objective, but it's going to be a little bit risky and it's going to be a little bit grindy. But in this part, what I want to do is, oh, I've also made some 40mm frag grenades. I'm probably going to blow myself to pieces, because what I want to do in this part is go down and have a second one of this abandoned workshop and finish it off, because we need to scavenge as much as possible in the way of resources. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to jump in here. Turn the thrusters on. So what I have been doing is a little bit of trading, and again, if I show you, if I show you here, we go to the auger. I've got 243 salt. In fact, I might pay to see if I can go to the Polaris base and sell that salt on the way through. I've just realised I've got that there. Now, something else I want to mention is, if you watched the previous video, you'll be aware that when we were down in that POI, I actually caught Endoparasites. Now, I was able to get back to the base. I had level 2 by the time I got back, and I used up a couple of bandages, but I did manage to rearrange the medical facilities and actually survive. When I got back and I was looking at the medication, I realized that I had 2 anti-parasitic injections, so I could have quite easily have cured myself. And so what we're going to do first, because it's a bit night, we're going to go east back to the Polaris station and go here. Now, to give you an example of what I've been doing off camera is to get that cobalt and pentaxid. I literally spent a couple of hours cruising over these areas trying to find cobalt and promethium like this, of which I've missed. I mean, whoops. So, and one thing I will say is that there is an advantage of doing this, because you see I got 1500 points there, and if I come into, I won't show you here, is it? I need to go to stats. You see the stats here. I actually got up 2 levels doing that, so we're now level 19. Just have another quick look and see if there's. This is quite literally what I was doing, and because I was digging through the surface like this, I think that's silicon I'm getting. I don't know, oh, it's just a plain rock, which is, yeah, it's just crushed stone, but that there, that's actually natural sweetener. I'm just going to drop off and pick that up. I'm a bit low on natural sweet. The other thing also I'm getting a bit low on is wood. So what's that over there? Is that a little bit, might be a bit spillover cobalt. Nah, it's just silicon. But what I've found is, if you're in slightly desert areas, if you just dig through the surface like this, you can get quite a lot of salt actually. So as long as you've got somewhere to sell it, and there is a guy in the Polaris area that buys salt. I also did a bit, as somebody suggested, I did a bit of leather trading from the Talon. So I've kind of made myself a little bit more money. So what we'll do is see if we can go over and offload the salt. The only problem is I'm not sure whether the guy will buy any more, because I've kind of dumped quite a lot onto him already. But there we are. It's the trade station. We're just skating here. Oh. I can hear a Okie Pinokie. I think we might get some. Yeah, this will give us a little bit more down in with the Polaris. We were landing with those as well. Oh, go away. There's another one just here. Got some eggs as well. I think I've landed on top of the other one, didn't I? Okay, just get here. Yeah, so I think the next few parts is going to be a bit of a scavenger hunt. So much for my idea of starting on Omicron and being able to making a fairly big start. We can go to harvest some. I think that's about the maximum I can. Can't see the guy making more than that. I remember which one it is now. I think it's not that guy. It's well, we'll see what. At the moment, I'll take anything. Emergency detox, carbon substrate, EVA boost, motorbike construction, multi-tool, shotgun, bandages. Nope. Actually, I wonder if I can get some work from him. Good for work. What you do? So you've got there. What kind of? I'm interested. As for months. What's that? I've seen some improved light armor around. Think you can get me 3, and I'll pay 5,000 credits. I would have thought improved light armor would be worth more than 5,000 credits. Well, that's something we can consider. No, it's not that guy. It's this one. Be sure it's this guy. Okay. Here to shop. Got salt down the bottom here. 129. Actually, we could probably done a bit more actually. Of 129. So just 29. So we got that there. We've got meat. That's only 103. Got meat. I think I've got quite a lot of meat actually. Let's just have a look in the fridge. Yeah, I mean we got about 41. We can. I mean this is really basic trading, but this is something that. So sell that. Sell 41 meat. Now, the main reason I'm building up the money is simply so that I can do it. In fact, I am going to buy... It won't let me buy it. He's got no stock. That's annoying. I wouldn't mind buying some spices so that I can create some spice plants. We don't really have anyone here who's a... I'm just looking, yep. We don't have anyone here who's actually selling the raw materials as such. I'm sure that there was one here. We just this guy here. You don't want to talk to me. You just say something silly. Now there is a trading station up in space, which will help as well. Out of habit. Just jump onto the ship. Thrusters on. I'm just gonna get out. And what we got to do now is make our way down to here, wherever it is. Or is it? Got a tag on there. Oh, the one thing I did do, because I had a bit of an encounter with the Xerax, is I've unlocked this Xerax convoy, and it was quite strange. I was coming past here and I still got engaged by ground patrols, so we're going to need to possibly try and take a little bit of aggression towards the what we call it, the Xerax, but that could be fun. Anyway, so we've got to go a little bit of a distance now. So I'll see you once I get to the abandoned workshop. Okay guys, welcome back. I'm just come up to this radioactive patch, and I thought I'd just show you what I was doing off camera, which was literally looking round this place for pentaxid and cobalt. This is where I was getting the cobalt from. I've already done this one because you can see the holes in the ground, so I've already picked over this one, but I'll just have a quick look as we fly through, because trying to spot cobalt rocks on the ground in this murk is a little bit kind of frustrating. Yeah, all that we missed. I missed a bit of pentaxid here, and what you could say, this is the real super grind of the game at the moment. We got one more little bit of pentaxid, and it's that's just ordinary rock. Oh well, we got one more pentaxid out of it. So what's that over there? Oh, this is just the kind of tail end of the radioactive area. So just fly over the top here and keep going. The other thing I also been doing during the night is keeping out for an eye open for our fire breathing friends, because they are a good source of meat and also XP. Oops, that one of them. Ah, there he is. Every time you kill one of these, you get 1,300 points. Picking him up, you can see he's going to replenish our meat holdings, which I've just sold off as well, which is quite good. Just pumping some oxygen as well. And again, what I was doing was just picking these up, because just picking up these, it may seem a bit, oh well, why not mine, but one, by doing it, you get a little bit of extra salt as well, which you can sell off. So here we are, we're coming up on the abandoned workshop. We've got to be a bit careful because we're actually in Talon territory, so we'll go like that. We've actually come smack up on the little entrance there. Just turn the power thrusters off. Turn the lights off as well. Get off the ground here. And the lights off to save a little bit of power. And just make sure we got everything kitted up. Should just get some oxygen as well. Got a personal shield generator. Sounds like we've got to deal with the bug uglies. I've got my shotgun. It's almost like I can hear somebody peeping around. Light on. Reload. These are probably the bug uglies that I think what we'll do is we're going to work down from the top. So I'm just going to go kind of up to the floor above. And because I can't, I know this is only the next part, but for me it's been a little while since I've done this. Oh, look at that. That's that. And I've kind of half forgotten what I'd cleared and what I haven't cleared. I'm pretty sure I cleared this room. So So we're just kind of sweep through here. Make sure got put that in there. So, because I need to get maximum amount of stuff from here. Real charge. Got a couple of small structures. That would be as a possible source of some basic resources. Right, we've got this area here where we came through. This is the way back to the magic door. So this one's the one that goes up. We did that. Now, as far as I remember correctly, we didn't do these rooms. So, right, we've got some stomach pills and in shot. So just that. Got drill charge, multi-charge, tool charge actually. Sorry. And what we got in here? Anything in here? Right. We kind of come round in a full circle. Yeah, we kind of come back to this room. So we've now cleared this top floor. Anything else that's around? What's this other? Stomach pills. Oh, didn't realise adrenaline shot was. I didn't realise adrenaline shot was effective against poison. Okay, does that make sense? So I've done most of this floor. Can't use that because that's the room from above, which we've already checked. We know we got the Okie Finokis in there, and I've also cleared this, and I've got a feeling we got to go through here. But I think first things first, we're get rid of these guys. I think this. I thought there was two in here. It's got some scrap. I'm kind of half tempted to possibly build a deconstructor or something. Now this needs a furnace. I don't really want to commit the resources to making a furnace. Okay, we've got nothing else here. I swept this area. Now we've got to go through here, and the local bug uglies are already there. So if I can just hide in here. Got to hide in here because I'm having a bit of a coughing fit. Oh. Ah. Got you on the wrong side of the door now. Right, let me just. I'm actually tempted to give the old frag grenade. That went a little bit better than I thought it would. Mainly because I was expecting to blow myself up. Okay, let's just offload that Xeno material. Now we're going to make sure we're fully loaded or got enough ammunition in here. Reload the. Just shoot a bandage. Make myself a little bit healthier. Whoops. Just pull away again. Offload that. This Xeno material is oh, it's not as heavy as I thought it'd be. Okay. I'm a little bit leery about going down in there, so okay. Ah! Wait, where did you come from? Right, I've taken a little bit of damage. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to make my way back up here. And we're just going to go and get healed up. When I was out on patrol, I did have a bit of an encounter with some Xerax. And I've actually upgraded this now. If I show you the CPU. So we got 12,000, so I've got 3,000 to spare. What I'm kind of half thinking about is possibly extending this back a little bit. You can see we've lost a few bits and pieces from this. I've also put the SV constructor on the back, so I'm kind of thinking that maybe if we extend this back a little bit, get a bit more storage capacity on it, so that it's not going to be able to fight battles, but it should be able to kind of help me a little bit with respect to getting out and about and salvaging. Sorry. My brain's not in gear this morning. I don't know why, but oh, you're kidding me. One thing about Reforged Eden, you get these little traps that. Right, we found the core. I'm not sure I can. Oh, yeah, I can damage it. I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's much more in here that is worth picking up, but I wouldn't mind scrapping those small constructors and anything that looks like it may actually. What's this? Swift access check. Okay. What I'm really looking for is anything that will be that might give me some kind of extra resources. I'm not thinking anything cobalt. We're just going to go for a straight. So things like this, the motors, anything that will give me some electronics and other bits and pieces. That's what I'm really after, rather than just straight steel plates, because I can get those from other sources. I think we did everything in here, didn't we? Actually, I'll take that for. Oh, what we got here? Like, no, I didn't. Cobalt, yes. And then he missed that. That's what I'm looking for. Anything like that. What we got here? What did I miss here? Sniper rifle. We could possibly sell that. Anything else down here? Okay, we'll just go up here. Take that. That's mechanical components. Steel plates. Not exactly going to win me any awards, but I'll take the wood planks, believe it or not. What we got here? Some minigun rounds. Missed that one as well. What we got here? A couple of power cells. Missed those as well. So just make sure. Okay, we'll just go for this for the wood planks. I know it sounds a bit lame to say that I need wood planks, but I am running a little bit low on some of the other stuff that I need. Oops. On the wrong way. Take that, take that. Anything that gives me computers, anything, get that way through so I don't have to kind of try and hop through here. This is just all steel plates. That just breaks back into there. Pick that. Pick that. Take the bathroom. That there. And we're back up to the top. I think I've looted everything from this level. I'm just going to have a quick flyover and see if there's anything. Computer there. A few mechanical components. Anything in here that there's air brakes? I'll take that. These are just steel plates. There's some optical fibers. And I think that is about it, to be honest. I don't really want to haul all the stuff around. We've got some, actually, yeah, we got that. These could be, take those for the electronics and motors. Actually, this strangely takes me right back to the early days of Empyrion, because now you've got so many different options and things. It's difficult to remember back when I think it was the Alpha 4 or something like that, where you were quite literally really low level scavenging for a very long time just to get anything. It's probably the polite way of saying it. Just break that link there, shove this into here. We're actually in the Talon area. I think what we'll do is also get rid of that abandoned workshop like that. We go west. I can't remember if I was able to trade here. So we'll just go into here and see what we can trade. Got a guy fermenting. Oh, this is the ziggurat. There wasn't much here, was there? We've got fermentation vat here. I mean, just wondering, these guys actually sell beer, but I think if I went in here before, there wasn't anyone in here to trade, was there? No? Okay. Actually, let me just see. Where is that? Right, guys, because we're in the area, I'm just going to fly up to this crashed capital vessel just to round the video off, just to show you. Right, guys, here we are. I'm just coming back up on it. Just got a little bit too low. I just want to be just on the surface of the water here. Need to make sure that I can get in and out of the ship. And what we'll do is we'll come back into here. And just to show you guys, I've got the core. See the upright, so it's not even indicating that it's already previously cored or anything like this. It just doesn't want to let me take the ship over. So we're just gonna have to do it the hard way. I don't know how much space have I got left in here. We've got a little bit of space, and I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be very painful do this, but I don't think I've really got, it's the only option I've got. And if so we've got slope medium. If I do retrieve block, because somebody said about it still won't. So we're just gonna have to do it this way, which is a bit annoying. Just out here. We're getting the flux cores, which in theory what we should be able to do is get enough to Where's the... Just get this off so that I can swim round a bit and find the area where there's some more thrusters out there, but I'm not going to worry too much about those. Got to make my way through the ship to the area where the nice thrusters are. So where are they? Here we are. And this is going to hurt the most. What I really wanted was this big advanced thruster down the back here, but make sure we still got space for it. So we're just going to have to take this apart. Like that. See, quite often if we've got some Zarcosium, we're getting the power coils and stuff like that, which it's just that when you do things like this, you're just losing resources. So it's gonna you're still not letting us do it. Make sure you still got a little bit of capacity. Let's take that. This one's gonna... It always knocks off that little bit there. So how are we doing? Carry capacity. Getting a little bit close now, and I don't really want to waste the because I can't store this if I take too much. So we might have to do 2 trips. But there are some small thrusters on the top here, I think, if I can find them. I think the small thrusters are just here. These are the ones, small thrusters. Take that. We should be able to get those. Oops, inventory full. If I break that link, I might be able to pick up what is here, there, and that's it. So luckily you can still swim, and before we go up again, I'm just hoping that we can pick up a little bit more in the water. We'll just get some oxygen. Just see if we can pick up some more of this stuff while we're here underwater. Pick up some biological specimens as well. Then we're here. I think that's it. Let's get back up to the surface and just see the little blue lights of the auger. I must admit, the auger, when someone first suggested it to me, I was a little bit kind of, it's not really my type of ship, but I have to admit I am getting a little bit hooked on it now. One, it certainly makes life a lot easier from a mining perspective, but more importantly, it also seems to be quite flexible with, adapting it to the needs of when you're in the initial survival mode. Right, we've got to get back to right all the way back up to there, so we need to head slightly northwest. It's going to take a little while to get there, guys, and therefore what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly across, and I'll see you once we get back to the base. So here we are back at the abandoned vessel yard, and what I'm going to do is park inside of the Janus, because that gives me a little bit of protection against base attacks. So I'm sure this Janus moves from time to time. It's gonna around here, level off. if we can park. Used to parking in this little corner here. And we're thrusters off. Lights and thrusters, save a bit of fuel. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to unload everything from here into Janus constructor in. So we're going to put everything in here, all the resources that we just picked up. Not the armored door. For some reason we picked up an arbitrary armored door. Elemental pentaxid and a force field. The game can be a little bit weird like that from time to time. Like that, like that, like that. So sort the rest out later on. So just to wind the video up, we'll just see what we've got from the point of view of making things. So we've got enough to make the warp drive, although it'll probably take virtually everything I've got if we can get Saphian plates. And I'm pretty sure if I come to the base, maybe it's in the surplus resources, put those in there. We've now got the ability to make the actual warp drive, and I suppose the question is, would it be better to build the warp drive first and then build round it? Because if we can't get the warp drive, there's no point putting the thrusters on, because I can operate in this system with the SV. And of course we're going to need a pentaxid tank as well. We got a lot of flux cores. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it, guys. I know some of you are going to probably say, you're doing the wrong way around, but I think no warp core, we're not going to get out of this system, so then it becomes all a bit pointless. So we're gonna do that, build that. It's actually technically saying that I can make a pentaxid tank. Yeah, I think it's going to be warp core pentaxid tank for the CV, and then we'll work on thrusters. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.